you Virgos out there. Hello, Virgos. How are you doing? How are you doing? It was quite a month, wasn't it? Last month, the month of June. Well, this month, July, is slightly going to be different. And why is that? I think July is going to be a month of self-worth, a month of becoming more pure. And that is really important for Virgos. But let me explain a little bit more of how month, what are the aspects, what are the transits, what is going to happen. Well, first of all, Neptune, and especially for those Virgos who have planets at the beginning of Virgo, let's say that from 0 to 6 degrees of Virgo, they had Neptune opposing Virgo. And now Neptune is a bit on a pause during the whole month of July. So if you have been feeling quite, let's say, a bit in the fog, walking around in the fog, that feeling is going to be a bit on a pause. So that's good, because Virgos don't like that. You know, traveling in the mist, that's not what Virgos do like. Virgos like that everything is clear, that everything is, you know, that things are rational, things are practical, things are very clear in their lives. And when Neptune comes along, it means that they have to trust, and that's a bit difficult. But I explained that in already in June. So, but that's going to be a bit less. You're going to feel less Neptune, and that's less disturbing for Virgos. So, and also with the North Node, of course, which is also very important for those people who have a Virgo at the very early degrees, from 0 to 6 degrees. They also feel that the North Node, which is our path, it is squaring up to Virgo. It's in Sagittarius, means squaring up. So that means that, yes, we know where, I say we because I'm Virgo too, we know where our life path is, but it's a bit difficult, it's a bit challenging. It's, you know, with that Neptune influence, but with that Neptune, we felt like it wasn't very clear. But so that's going to be less, and that's good news. What else? What else? Mars. Mars has been for a very long time in your sign. And definitely it did its work to re-identify yourself, to reconstruct yourself, or to change your personality in some kind of way. I think a lot of Virgos did that. But now Mars is going in your second house in Libra, so that's a total shift. And the focus will be now on your self-worth. And there's a very interesting transit going on. And what is it? It is that same Mars in Libra that is going to activate the Pluto-Uranus square that I talked about earlier. So the Pluto-Uranus square is still going on, still Pluto in Capricorn squaring up to Uranus in Aries. It's not that exact anymore, but it's on the background. And every time when a fast-going planet like Mars is going to touch it, then it becomes more present again. And that's what happens in the middle of the month. So around the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th of the month, Mars is going to oppose Uranus. So if you look in general, what does it mean, Mars opposing Uranus? It means that there is, there is action, and there is Uranus that wants to free us up. That tells us enough, doesn't it? So, but it is in a manner, it's in an original manner, and it can be a bit of explosive. So for you it happens in your second house, Mars in the second house, and Uranus in the 8th house. So it's about self-worth, it's about your own worth, and it's about worth of other people. So maybe it could be that something happens and you think about your self-worth, and you think about, especially because Saturn is also in that second house of your self-worth, your confidence, your value system. It could be money too, on a more mundane level. It means that Saturn has been there for so long, and it's now almost ending in Libra, so it's like doing all its last bits. And because of that, you're kind of fed up with it. You know, Mars is also entering that second house. You're kind of fed up with the fact that your self-worth is dependent on word of other people. You don't want that anymore. You want to have self-worth that grows from within. And I think that's a good thing. But again, Mars opposing Uranus is quite, can be quite explosive. So expect something to happen there, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Why? Because at the same time, another transit is going on, and a very good one. And that is that same Mars that is in your second house is trining Jupiter, which is wonderful. Mars trining Jupiter in a natal chart, it's all about confidence, it's all about feeling good about starting something new, feeling good about doing stuff, and feeling very confident. So that's very good, because that Jupiter is in your 10th house. House of work, house of how other people see you. So you probably will get it, the self-worth that you're seeking after. Yes, so that's good. So I think it's rather going to be like first the conflict, maybe an outburst. I don't know about Virgos and outbursts, but it could. And then the confidence comes in. That's going to be the case. Your ruler this month goes retrograde. Yay. I think Virgos and Geminis are very used to it. You know, the Mercury retrograde. A lot of people think, oh, things are going to get lost, or things are going to slow down, and internet is going to slow down and all of that. But I think that Virgos and Geminis are very used to the fact that when we go 2 steps forwards, there is 1 step back. So, and it's a time of, I'm not going to say 1 step back, it's just a time of pause, because this Mercury is transiting your 12th house, and it's a house of private matters, it's a house of the unconscious level. So it's time for you, Virgos, to contemplate about the things I talked about earlier, and I talked about in June. So all the changes that has happened, but also thinking about that self-worth and thinking about what you're all about. And that is good. You're gonna like it. So, of course, Mercury in itself really doesn't like to be in a water house, because Mercury, you know, is a rational planet and wants to think clearly. And now it's in the house of, you know, the 12th house, a house that is very hidden, a house that is about things that are unconscious. But I think with all the rest that is going on, it fits in. It fits in about that contemplation, if you like. Contemplation, a rethink of all the unconscious patterns that are going on. Now, another thing that is very positive for Virgos, and now I'm talking especially for those who have planets or an ascendant at the end of Virgo. I mean, as from 20 degrees until 30 degrees, there is a very good thing happening, and it's a very little planet, or it's the little planets that I'll talk about. It's Vesta and Ceres, and I know a lot of astrologers don't use these, but they can give you that finishing touch, that extra more information. So for those people, Vesta, which is a very little planet, and it's all about purity and all about dedication, all about being authentic, being very clear and very pure, together with Ceres, which is actually a little planet that is all about what you put into something, you get rewarded if you do. These two are together. And Taurus at the end the middle of well, 25, 22, 25 degrees of Taurus. So that's making a beautiful trine if you have planets or an ascendant at the end of Virgo. And what does it mean? It simply means that those Virgos are going to sense that when they are dedicated, and which in fact is the very true nature of a Virgo. You know, a good Virgo is supposed to be at service of other people, no matter what the service is, but to do good for other people, to be calm actually, and to be humble. If they do that in such a way, they are going to get, because Ceres is in there, they are going to get the rewards. And that fits very much, very beautiful with that self-worth I was talking about. So whatever is important for you, second house, you know, values, finances, confidence, if that is one of these is important for you, you're going to get the rewards, whether it is finances or just a feeling of being worth here in this world. So I think for Virgos a very good month. Did I forget something, Virgos? Yes, the Sun, of course. The Sun is going through the 11th house and then shifts at the end of the middle and the third week of the month to that 12th house. So again, I think shining in the dark a little bit, trying to emphasize also that contemplative nature, and that will work out. So a lot of stuff going on with your self-worth, with you becoming a true Virgo, which is all about purity, of course. And that sounds really wow, but that's the symbol of the Virgo, isn't it? To be pure, to be authentic, to be very humble. So if you want, I have some videos from Pluto-Uranus square. So if you want to see them, they're at you just scroll down at my YouTube channel, and you find them there. Still, the offer is there from the Pluto-Uranus square offer. I'm doing the special offer, the consultation, and also the consultation page. I'll put everything below. And I wish you all the best for the month of July. Enjoy and see you soon. Bye bye.